In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical. Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing an episode of Subsistence on my softcore playthrough. And as usual, I have hunters attacking my base. Probably rogues? Or is it regular hunters? Regular hunters. Oh, no. Step out so I can see you. Give me a shot at your head. Oh, I hit him. He hit me. I missed his head. Take the hit. Kill a hunter. That's my motto. Ding. I think there's 3 of them over here. From where, yep. Oh, I'm not getting those blind headshots that I'm getting through the trees. It's kind of cool. Where are you? Oh, you don't have a helmet, buddy. You're dead. Alright. Now, I can't tell from up here, but this is the updated version of the game. Yes, Cold Games put it out. Now, my update video was done the night before at about 6 p.m., but I did not put my update video out because I was waiting for word from Cold Games either when he was going to release it or that it was okay to do a video on. That's why my video seemed late. It wasn't late, it was just me doing what I felt was the right thing, at least for the developer of the game. Only release the video once he gives me the go-ahead. That was my idea. Maybe I was naive. Maybe I didn't need to wait, but it's just, you know, how I am. Ugh! Buggy door, for some reason. That meat is just gonna, I mean, both of these levers are more likely gonna spoil too of that meat, but I am just gonna go ahead and drop it in there because it's just gonna spoil. And I mean, I could have burnt it and got a little more mass, but that's not what we're about today. I am making some building pieces. I have made a decision. I've agonized over what I'm gonna do. A couple problems. This world is bugged, okay, and it's something I did when I placed my building up there. I don't know if it's the building up there and the building down here. I'm not getting any more hunters. I have rogue hunters, but no more regular hunters. And this base is about, it's got a solar panel on it now, okay, and there's no other hunter bases on the map, so I know I'm bugged. God, it looks so different now with this updated trees. Those are spruce trees and not pine trees. That's the difference. Completely different kind of tree. I don't think the whole world is bugged. I think it's just my placement has bugged the hunters from spawning in. And I'll explain that after we're getting ready to get inside. I gotta see if I can get a hunter's jacket. So I'll see you on the other side. Alright, guys and gals, just about to break into here. Hopefully we'll get something for our trouble. Oh, I get a hunter's jacket finally. Yes. Score, bonus. I'm not going to upgrade it, and there's nothing in it. That just got put down. Take that and that. Thank you very much. And of course, nothing up top, right? Yep, didn't think so. Okay. So, why is this world bugged? Per Crew, one of my subscribers, was doing some checking, and he saw that in the code there's a couple factors that set where hunter bases are going to be, and it's all based on your base. And I don't know if this is new. I don't know if it was changed, but it's a distance to your base. And then there's actually one that says not above this elevation. So with that building I put down there, my first base down there, and their building there, they can't build in the snow. They can't build in this elevation, I guess. I don't know if I've never seen a hunter base in the snow, and I'm thinking that's what it is. So unless I put a BCU like a temporary fake VCU down someplace and make that my main VCU for a while to give the hunters a chance to spawn in, I am never going to get another hunter base, and that kind of ruins the season. Kind of. The reason I say that is because we have a new map update, and even though I just got this place looking the way, I mean, look at, I put a armored up bottom roof to try to protect that upper part, so now when explosions are happening, when they throw a grenade in this area, the only thing that's really taking a brunt of the damage is the door, and the rest of it is nice and armor plated. It's a nice defense, and this is a perfect spot for a base. We need a new home. Now, I can do this one of two ways. Actually, one of three ways. The third way just failed completely. There is a part in the save game where the game indicates that your house is coordinates. They give it longitude, latitude, and the altitude, how high it is. And I did attempt to actually move Frostholm over to the new area, but it doesn't work because the number of digits in this one's location is smaller than the number of digits in that new area, so it just bugs the game. You can't do it. And I was gonna do something kind of cool. It's like, you know, make it like a magic trick, pause, jump out, jump back in, and now we're in a new location. I explained what I did, that I cheated, but it didn't work. So I could start a new season, but then I'd have to spend a lot of time trying to work up to where I'm at right now. And it's not like I'm so far along in this season that I didn't just get done doing that recently. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. So that leaves me option number 3. All right, and what I think is the best option. I'm moving my house. Now, I know that I've got Frostholm, and I like that location. I like the idea of trying to live in the code. Ooh, rogue hunters. Should I mess with rogue hunters right now? No, I've got too much stuff on me. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to find a new location to build, so we're going to leave the rogue hunters alone for right now. I want to go explore the new area and see if we can find a good build site. That's the plan for today's episode. Finding us a new home to build in. Now, like I said, I like that location, but a couple things that kind of just isn't cool in my opinion. There's no benefit for living in the cold. None whatsoever. There's no cold storage, you know, keeping your meat cold without using a refrigerator, which is okay. I completely understand that, but it isn't there. Where's that wolf? Always okay. I see him. There's no benefit for the hunters because the hunters don't seem to be affected by cold weather. So living in the up in the snow, up in the mountains, is nothing but a detriment to your playthrough. All you do is you're making life harder on yourself for no benefit whatsoever, which kind of sucks. Now, building on, near, or around the waterfall would look cool, but I think the noise would drive me flipping batty really quick. So we're not going to be building up here. Oh, and the canteen. You know, do I have the supplies? I need one more cordage. I'll make a cordage real quick. Somebody was asking if you can get fresh water from the river. Another one of my subscribers responded to that subscriber and said, "Sure, yes, you can." But I said I would check myself. So let's keep my word and we'll check ourselves. There we go. Now make a canteen for me. We'll run down the river. I like how this river's done. Now, I'm not trying to be... This is not realism. The river wouldn't... it wouldn't bend like this because these with this fast of moving water, water wants to move more in a straight line, and this bank is too low. I think it would probably jump this bank and come straight over. Just saying. You know, that's a nitpick. Don't change it, Cold Games. It's perfect the way it is. I'm just being a jerk and nitpicking. Here we go. Fill. So, as long as you're standing in the river or in the water, you can fill a canteen. But it's not clean water, which I thought maybe since it was coming from an underground spring, maybe it would have been, but no, it's not, which is more realistic. So, we have a couple areas to build. One, I don't want to build across the lake. Unless you build a bridge, you've got a narrow piece of land that connects you with the rest of the map. So that is a really, in my opinion, bad place to build because, oh, hello, because you are leaving yourself very little outs. This side of the map has a very large piece of real estate that you can use to, you can go up into the mountain to get away, you can go down around the river's edge. So up here is not a bad area. This archway gave me an idea, maybe building on top of the archway. But I'm not sure if there is much of a benefit to that. I mean, I already know I can get up here if I don't fall down. Come on, there we go. Up here, and yeah, see, I can get up here, but I'm not sure if there's much of a benefit. I like that area up there, but I know there's a new cougar spawn, and I want to say it's just over there, and I've seen the cougar walk all the way over here, so that could be an interesting area to build at. Having the river gives you another source of water, and it's a long source of water, so it gives you a lot more options to build in, and darn, I fell too far. That's not a bad idea. Building on the beach is a kind of a cool idea, a beachfront property over there. And no, I don't want to be near the fence, so this is not an area I want to build in. But building on the large part of the beach is not a bad idea, but it's also very exposed. So whatever you're building is going to be, you're definitely going to get harassed by the hunters pretty hard because you don't have any type of natural protection. So I just thought about that. Not only is it open and you're not going to have a lot of protection, but you're also not going to have a lot of trees for them to hide in. And right now, that's my biggest beef with the hunters. They stand inside the trees so much that it's lucky shots when I hit them. And I admit, I'm beginning lucky with some of my arrow shots, but they're just too lucky. Now, I thought about building on this peninsula right here, and I could wall this area off and just have, you know, a home right here. And this is actually where I tried to move Frostholm by cheating. I admit it, but this is where I was going to try to move Frostholm to. And then when I exited the house, I'd be looking at the mountain. I thought that would have been a cool intro, and say, guys, look, Frostholm mountain. Is this cool or what? But of course, that didn't work out. But now I'm thinking about it. You know, I like this as a build area. And the wall. So I have to decide if I want to build a wall across that. There is a smaller little peninsula over here that it's much easier to build a wall across, but it's kind of small and tight. But, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, there's no trees over there. No place for those stupid hunters to hide. And if I build on the beach out into the water, I can have a fighting position near the beach and my main home actually over the lake itself. That's got possibilities. Now, I've built in the water before, but this would be a different, you know, it's more of a, this is more of a lake, and you know, instead of being on Golden Pond, I'd be, you know, the weekend at the lake type thing, I guess. I don't know. Trying to find some other reference to bring up, and obviously I'm failing horribly. Now, that's the side I don't want to build on. You're blocked in by the river, and you have the fence right behind you. So that's a really tight area. And if the hunters build a base in that in that little area, that strip of land that you'd have a way of getting away from. The only way you could leave the area without aggroing the hunters is to basically swim across the lake or build a bridge across the lake, which is another cool idea, but not something I'm looking at doing. So I'm thinking of building over here. And, you know, I was like, no, I don't want to, you know, you'd be way in the open, but like I just said, you're in the open. And this is a large area. The hunters have no place to hide. There's one bush right there. Yeah, they'd still use the bushes, but at least that's all they'd have. Or if I build the fighting position so that first BCU would be right here, they really don't have much to hide in. And that actually works. Now, I've seen some people talk about an error that pops up when they come to this big rock. So we're going, oh, there is kelp in this, but it's near the edge because it's too deep in the deep water then maybe. Ooh, good point. Okay. People said they've gotten an error coming up to this rock, swimming around the rock, but I'm not getting one. Maybe they're swimming across over there and doing it. I mean, I could turn this into my home. I like coming off from that area right there, though. I didn't want to build on the water, though. I've already done a build on the water, and I'm kind of over it. Good reasons not to build over there. You know, if I kill that bear, I can put my home there, and that actually is a nice place. I would have to build a bridge across here because I know one hunter would be at least somewhere over there, and that would cause me to have to cross the river every time to get away. Let's go ahead and get back across. So there is kelp over here. That's good to know. But I've already done a build on the water in Season 2, and you know, this is Season 3, and the last thing I want to do is, you know, do the same thing I did in Season 2 and Season 3, because that's kind of boring. Maybe a lake view. Nah, too many trees around once again. That's the only problem with Frost Home, is those trees that are right next to the rocks. All right, let's go over. Better back up. He'll come flying over the rock or something and literally land on me. I was thinking about putting the back of my base to this rock or something, which would be kind of cool, but then again, I've got all the trees right here. One thing I wish Cold Games would make is that we could actually, that when you cut down a tree, now you'd be getting more wood from the tree when you did it, but you would actually lose the tree. You could actually take trees out. I wish we had that ability. Not around river. I just got that message. See if I can see it. No, not around river. So there is a little bit of an error going on. And I wasn't even swimming. I was just kind of running along the ground. So oddity. Now, building along the river, not actually in the river, is actually an option. There's a light running water sound from the rocks over there, which is kind of cool, but not overbearing. Trying to see, yeah, the fighting positions, they'd be all in that, which I think is going to be a problem no matter where I build. I am torn. I seriously can't figure out. Now that's an older rock formation. Let me go check that out real quick. I know I'm kind of like completely undecided, but that's what this video is about. You know, exploring some of the expansion areas, the river and the waterfall area. Seeing what there is around here and trying to decide the best area to build in. Oh, go growl at somebody who cares. I'm afraid if I get too close to the waterfall, it's going to get too noisy. Cross. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. You know, even though I'm just kind of looking around right now, I still can't help but actually play Subsistence. Ah! Should have kept a better eye on that liver. I'm sure I could have eaten it when it was still good. It would have done me. It would have done my body good. Now it's just a hindrance. So I threw it out. You know, I'm coming back to this peninsula again. As being the area that I like the most for building on. Let me go check. I'm not trying to build a fortification that'll keep them completely out. I mean, even in my hardcore season, I had actually done that, and I tore down part of it because, one, it didn't look very good, but two, it kind of seemed cheap. Like their AI was so buggy that they couldn't do anything, and that just made it too easy. I just want an area where they can't hide behind the trees. That's the big thing, and you know, I think it's gonna have to be the beach. You know, I'm running around here a second time. I want to get a good look around before I kind of make a decision, and everything is pointing toward the beach, unfortunately. I don't want to be too high up in the mountain this time. I don't want to bug out my hunter spawn again. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think we're going to have to build on the beach. Unless there's another large open area. This is actually a pretty large area right here. I'm not sure where you're at, so I'm just going to go back the way I... You're chasing me, aren't you? Ah, stupid bear. I'm trying to end the episode, finally make a decision because I've been waffling back and forth. You got to come stick your nose up my butt. I mean, do you think that really helps the situation? Do you think that like gets me motivated to make a decision? No, it doesn't. It just makes me go, ooh, get your nose out of my butt. Like, seriously, stupid bear, that nose is wet. You know how nasty that feels? Hey, at least with the setting sun, I can see he's not chasing me anymore. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna have to build on the beach this time. I'm gonna have to do a beach. I'll do a beachfront house, but I'm gonna try not to actually build into or over the water. We'll make it a more realistic beachfront house. Now, with that being said, it's gonna be a smaller house. It's going to be it'll be a beach bungalow. I think that's the layout I'll probably go with, which is usually kind of like a single wide trailer type look, but a little bit nicer than that. Haha, Riggs trailer. There you go. I'll build me a Riggs trailer. You know, I could always build with the rock behind me this way, and then they would have no trees on this side to actually attack my BCU. Ooh. That's an awesome idea. Okay, guys. Well, it's getting too dark. I am just going to go ahead and bed down where I'm at, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So, my time is up. I've been Critical. This has been Subsistence, and the new update on my softcore playthrough. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.